Okay, Lincoln Scholars, it's that time of night again. Almost story time. But first, did you remember your crazy socks? I did. Woo-wee! I don't know if you could tell, there's a little glitter on the top of those toes over there. Anyway, it was Crazy Sock Day. I forgot to remind you all earlier. So many things run through my mind, and I was in meeting after meeting today. Yes, I still have to work. So we had a few meetings today. Virtual meetings on our computers. We have to keep that social distancing. Nobody got close to each other. So we had a meeting on the computers. So anyway, I just wanted to remind you all Crazy Sock Day. I did get a few pictures. You'll see those in a minute. And I hope you enjoyed the story. Let's see who's up next. Dun, dun, dun.
Hi, boys and girls. It's me, Miss Underwood. I hope you're doing well. So I figured, since we can't travel very much, I want to bring you a story about a little girl from a different country. Then we can use our imaginations to go somewhere. The title of my story is Bintu's Braids. She has a little problem in the book, and so I want to take you on a journey to how she solves it. Here we go. Bintu's Braids. My name is Bintu, and I want braids. My hair is short and fuzzy. My hair is plain and silly. All I have is 4 little tufts on my head. Sometimes I dream that little birds make their nest in my hair. It would be such a nice place for babies to rest. There they would sleep and they would sing. But most of the time, I dream of braids. Long braids with gold coins and seashells. My sister Fatu has braids, and she looks pretty. When she bends over me, the beads in her hair touch my cheek. She asks, Bintu, why are you crying? I say, I want to be pretty like you. She says, oh, little girls can't have braids. Tomorrow, I'll cornrow your hair. That's all I ever get, cornrows. Sounds like she's tired of the same old hairstyle. That morning, Grandma Suki is coming to our village for the baptism of my baby brother. He is 8 days old. Mommy has sent me to meet her. Here she is now in her blue gown. Grandma Suki knows everything. That's what my mother says. She says old people know so much because they have lived such a long time and they have learned more than anybody else. Well, since Grandma knows everything, I ask her why little girls can't have braids. Well, a long time ago, there was a young girl named Kumba who thought only about how pretty she was. She says while stroking my head, everyone envied her, and Kumba became vain and selfish. It was then that the mothers decided that little girls would not be allowed to have braids, so that they would only make friends, play, and learn. From then on, Kumba got cornrows. Grandma pulls gently on my ear and says, now, little Bintu, when you're older, it's fine to want to look your best and show everyone that you have become a young woman. But you are still just a girl. You will get braids when it is time. Wow, look at that. Today our yard is full of people in their best clothes. Earlier, Aunt Safi shaved my brother's head, and now she holds him for all to see. Daddy whispers the name he and Mommy have chosen to Sarin Mansois, the elder who leads the prayer. Sarin Mansois murmurs a short prayer in the baby's ear, and then he says aloud, "His name is Abdu." Looks like they're having a celebration. Well, now we can eat and have fun. Huge platters of lamb and rice appear. I look for the fish balls and hot sauce that burn my tongue. I eat sugary fritters and papayas. Look at all that food. Looks like they're having a feast. Some of these foods you might recognize, but some of them you might not. I watch the women from behind the mango tree. My sister Fatu is there. She has put perfumed oil on her scalp between her braids to make it shine. And also, she says, so that the skin pulled so tight hurts less. Mommy's friends have braids with gold coins on their forehead. They say it is to show us children how the great-grandmothers we never knew wore their hair. It took 3 days to finish Aunt Ada's braids. There are so many that even my older sister Maddie could not count them all. Look at all those beautiful hairstyles. Look at Bintu. Mariama, who studies in the city, and her friend have braids that reach down to their waists. Her friend is not from here. I can tell because she talks with an accent. When I gave her a papaya, she said, "I'm Terry and I come from America." I asked if the little girls there have braids, and she said, "Many do, and they put colorful barrettes on each braid. They must look pretty, the little girls in her country." The women laugh and just shake their heads, and the beads on their braids sound like rain. All I have is 4 little tufts of hair on my head, and I am sad. Oh, poor Bintu. She just can't wait to grow up. I walk to the beach like I always do when I want to be alone. It is so quiet. I only hear the waves, the wind in the palm trees, and the birds. And then screams. When I look up, I see 2 boys waving and shouting. Their canoe, it's sinking. I have to get the fishermen. Quick, quick! The path to the village is wide and easy, but it will be faster if I take the shortcut through the bush. Nobody uses it because there are long thorns and sharp stones. I run and jump as fast as I can. "Booba and Yaya are drowning!" I cry when I reach the clearing. The fishermen rush past me and push a canoe to the water. Their paddles move fast, fast, fast. They throw a rope to the boys and pull them right in. I don't know if you can see the little boys right there. Look at that. Back in the village, everyone gathers around me. Aunt Alamatu, Booba, and Yaya's mother, she brings me biscuits. Mommy says, "You are a smart little girl. If you had taken the good path, you would have arrived too late. You have saved these boys' lives. We shall reward you. Tell us, what would you like?" Before I can speak, Fatu says, she wants braids. Mommy runs her fingers through my hair where only 2 tufts remain. The thread around the others broke when I ran through the bush. "Then braids you shall have," she said. Is she going to get her wish? Look at that. Tonight I dream I have braids and the sun follows me. I dream I see a little girl sitting in a tree. Yellow and blue birds nestle in her hair. Her hair is so pretty that everybody has gathered under the tree and smiles up at her. The sun stops following me and shines on the feathers of the birds and the pretty hair where they nest. Now she's having sweet dreams of braids. Well, in the morning, Grandma Suki calls me to her room. She tells me to sit on the floor between her legs. She rubs perfumed oil in my hair. "You're a special little girl," she whispers. "Your hair will be special too." I tell her that Aunt Awa is coming to braid my hair, but she just says, "Hush now." I feel her fingers fast and light. I think she's doing cornrows. I feel tears in my eyes, and I just shut them tight. When it's over, I don't even want to look in the mirror she holds. But Grandma says, "Open your eyes, little Bintu." And that's when I see yellow and blue birds in my hair. Gone is the plain girl with the 4 tufts on her head. In the mirror is a girl with pretty hair looking back at me. She was in for a surprise. Well, I am Bintu. My hair is black and shiny. My hair is soft and pretty. I am the girl with birds in her hair. The sun follows me, and I'm happy. The end. Well, I think that Bintu's hair looked beautiful either way, but it seems like there was a little change of plans that Grandma had. Since she's an elder, she probably calls the shots. But anyway, boys and girls, sometimes there's different rules for different places. It just all depends on where you live. That's called culture. So in Bintu's culture, she has to wait till she gets a little bit more grown up to get those fancy beads and braids. But as you can see, she was still able to feel beautiful by the end. All right. Hope to see you soon, boys and girls, and hope you enjoyed this story. Bye-bye.
All right, Lincoln family. I hope you enjoyed that story this evening. Was it a wonderful story Miss Underwood read? I enjoyed it. I hope you did too. And now it is time for our relaxation, our mindfulness. So again tonight, if you have a cup of hot chocolate, or if you have some flowers, or if you just want to breathe, but we're ready to go. So here we go. Close your eyes and breathe in deep through your nose and out through your mouth. All right, here we are. Breathe in, sniff your hot chocolate, and blow on it to cool it off. Sniff your flowers, and blow the petals out of your hand. Or you could just breathe. And just take a moment and just relax your bodies. Get your minds right. Quiet ourselves down a little bit. Again, I hope you enjoyed the story this evening. And I hope you all get plenty of rest. Please remember to go to Paulson Rec Center to get that snack or that lunch tomorrow. And in the meantime, remember that I love you. And here at Lincoln, we always love you. We will always love you, and we will always will. Hope you all have a good night. I love you.